Okay, it's already recording. Oh, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Evening po,
Evening
ma'am.
po.
Yan. So, loud and clear naman po.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes
so
po.
thank you for the confirmation. Let me share the PowerPoint presentation for the discussion for this evening. So, sharing my window. Okay, so please confirm if what's on your screens is the PowerPoint presentation, Chapter 1, the
Yes.
information system.
Yes po.
Okay, is it also changing or moving?
Yes po.
Okay, so let's dive to the discussion. Hey, good evening. So this is our first topic for the subject, accounting information system. Um, so this topic will cover first the primary information flows within business environment, meaning external and internal flows of information. Next, accounting information system and management information system. What are the differences? Siyempre. And then the general model for information systems. What are these different models? The evolution of information system model. So dito natin yun makikita. And financial transactions from comparison of financial transactions from non-financial transactions. What are being analyzed or processed in the system of accounting system or accounting information system. The functional areas of the business, which will be also seen or covered in your respective reports. So makikita nyo dito yung mga like for example, departments, processing of each departments, ano-ano yung mga meron doon. And then two main stages in the evolution of information system and the three roles of accountant in an information system. Meaning, what would give us of this subject? Or I want to, yes, do you have questions po? Or nabuksan lang yung mic? Tama po ba? So, wala namang questions? So, sige. So, after this subject, ano kaya yung pwede kong maging career for this subject to be useful? So, let's start. So, this is the diagram of internal and external information flows. As you can see, those management level within the triangle is yung tinatawag nating internal users. Yung nasa labas, such as your stakeholders, suppliers, customers, are your external users, correct? So ma'am, how is internal and external information flows to the system or to dun sa company? So unahin natin si stakeholder. Stakeholders, they talk to top management. What are their objectives? Ano yung gustong mangyari nila? Ano yung napipredict nila after they have invested sa company? So top management will visualize, will try to present what would happen and uh, disseminate it hanggang sa pinaka-operation. So from the goal, ano yung pwedeng gawin pababa para ma-attain yung goal. Okay? Next. Kaya katulad nung nakalagay dyan, budget information and instructions. From top to operations personnel. Next, customer. External muna tayo. From customers. Customers, bakit external information flows? From customers, they give orders, they give feedback, they try to return our products. And syempre, minsan repeat orders and so on and so forth. So customers, yun yung nagbubuhay sa mismong business. How is information? from external information of users such as your customer flow to the company, syempre customer will talk to salesperson or yung sales department mo. Correct? Hindi naman po yan pupunta. Yung dito po sa operations personnel, it covers your day-to-day operations information. Katulad ng yung mismong operation, yung kung saan nagma-manufacture, kunyari kung manufacturing company man, yung nagma-manufacture, yung nagbebenta, sales, marketing, we have accounting, we have treasury, yung meron tayong tinatawag din na yung nagwe-warehouse. So yun yung mga day-to-day information. So si customer, basically it will go to salesperson or sales department. So sales department, kung may sinabi si customer na mag-order ako ng ganitong volume. So the operation personnel or from sales department, ipapasok naman yung information sa system ng company. Tama? Ipapasok sa system ng company. And after that, so pag doon na, pataas na yun, operations management, middle management, paano? Kasi, from the customers, gumawa ka ng sales nila, produce mo yung kailangan nila, ibinigay mo yung kailangan nila or yung order nila, then it will form part of your performance information. Another, suppliers naman. How is the suppliers connected to your flow of information? Supplier being external user or sources of external information. So if supplier will give your orders, yan, magbibigay sa iyo ng billing, magdi-deliver sa iyo ng goods, syempre raw materials yun kung manufacturing, or merchandise if you are under merchandising company. So it will your suppliers will deliver goods. Of course, they will bill you, and of course after that you will pay them. So pag may mga documentations about your billing, about your payment, about your liability, about their deliveries. So papasok yun sa system naman ng company. And saan yun magsisimula? Of course, sa day-to-day operation information. So sa operations personnel pa rin yun. And then, it will be covered again. Sorry. By performance information. So pataas na yun. So, ma'am, ano po ang tawag po dyan sa arrow na naka-horizontal, yung sa operations personnel? Ito po yung tinatawag nating horizontal internal information, yung budget instruction or budget information is yung tinatawag nating downward internal information, and then a vertical downward, under vertical information siya pero downward. Yung performance information naman is upward. Bakit upward? Kasi po from the actual is it gives feedback to the middle management, hindi agad sa top management, because middle management will still try to use the information for decision making before nila i-forward yan sa top management. Ano yung nangyari dun sa naging budget natin, na-attain ba yung budgeted natin? Kunyari sinabi ng middle management, for this year, we are going to have a sales of 10 billion or 10 million, I mean. So sa performance management, sa performance information, makikita mo doon kung magkano yung naging sales. So sa middle management, sila ngayon na mag-a-analyze ng information. So yan po yung tinatawag nating internal information flows that is horizontal and vertical flows, which is downward and upward. Okay? So information requirements. Each user group has unique information requirements. Anong ibig sabihin? Kada department, external, internal, or any division or group, may kanya-kanyang gustong malaman or data na needed for their operation, correct? Kunyari si HR, hindi niya naman kailangan malaman kung ilan ang orders, correct? Ang kailangan niyang malaman is how many employees, what are the benefits of the employees, what are the developments developmental requirements or na kailangan nating ibigay sa mga employees natin. So, mayroon kanya-kanyang requirements. Katulad sa accounting, ano-ano yung mga information na need nila? Kahit halos lahat ng accounting information. Katulad ng billing, yung salary ng empleyado, ilang beses siya pumasok, magkano ang sales, magkano ang receivable, magkano ang for the accounting department to produce financial statement. What I'm trying to say is that each group has unique information requirements. Hindi pare-parehas. The higher the level of the organization, the greater the need for more aggregated information. Katulad nung nasa triangle. Ito balikan natin yung triangle. Tingnan nyo. Sabi, the higher the level of your management, the lesser or the more aggregated information is needed. So, habang bumababa naman, the more detailed information is needed. So, kunyari sa operations personnel, kunyari sa manufacturing operation, yan. So, sa manufacturing operation, hindi pwedeng sabihin na, ang ima-manufacture natin 10,000. Ganun kasimple, hindi. Ilan ang i-order natin? Ilang raw materials? Ilang araw gagawin? Ano ang gagawin ng packaging, ng process number 1, number 2, number 3. Ganun ka-detailed. Pero pagdating sa middle management, the middle management, kailangan niya ba yung buong detalyeng yon para masabi ilan ang na-produce natin? 10,000. Tapos, ang sinasabi lang dito, pag mas mataas, more consolidated, more aggregated, more general. Lalo na sa top management. Sa top management, it is the company as a whole ang pinag-uusapan. Si operations personnel, hindi. Yung details ng operation, depending on what department you are in. Si top management is ang goal niyan, maging number 1 among its competitors. Correct? Pero yung operations manager, yun ba ang goal niya? Magkaiba sila ng goal. Top management, the higher the level, the more aggregated information is needed. Next, balikan natin yon is information in business. Okay? It is a resources. Information in business is a resource na vital, need to be protected, need to appropriately manage kasi yun yung edge mo sa competitors mo. Hindi lang po yung money, yung tao, yung connections or yung mismo, it is the information. Paano mo siya ginagawa? Sino-sino yung mga list of clients mo? Yung list of suppliers mo? Those are business resources na kapag na-leak yan sa competitors mo, vital yun sa survival ng company mo. Pwedeng biglang mawala yung mga clients mo. Bakit? Ninakaw na pala ng competitor mo. Pwedeng yung competitor mo, kinuha na yung mga suppliers. Binigyan ng mas higher na presyo sa pagbili ng mga raw materials. So ikaw ngayon na nangangailangan, hindi ka na ngayon sinusuplayan. Kasi lumipat na sila ng clients. Okay? So those are business resource. So ngayon, paano natin siya pangangalagaan? So, yan yung i-discuss natin sa buong SEM na to. Okay? Paano yung information is mapapangalagaan? How is it being managed, processed, and collected muna? How is information being collected, processed, managed, and of course, stored. Okay? So first is what is a system? So since our subject is accounting information system, what is a system? A system is a group of interrelated multiple components or subsystems that serve a common purpose. Pero sinasabi dyan that system is called a subsystem when it is viewed as a component of a larger system. So kunyari, ang pinag-uusapan natin is generation of financial statement. Okay? O kunyari, yung mismong accounting system. O accounting system, hindi accounting information system ha. Accounting system. From the time nagkaroon ka ng journal entry hanggang magkaroon ng FS. Yun po ay ang tawag doon ay iisang system. Accounting system. Pero ang accounting system, pwede mo yang i-subdivide. Magkaroon ng mga kanya-kanyang subsystem. System for ledgering, system for journalizing, system for managing of data, and system for data reporting or financial reporting. So, pwede yun, magkakaiba. So, sabi natin, kailan naman ang isang subsystem is considered a system? Kunyari, sabi ng financial reporting system. Paano siya nagiging system? Kung siya ang focus ng attention, anong ibig sabihin, ma'am? Kung ang kailangan mong information is about financial statement, o di doon ka. Ang pag-uusapan lang nating system is financial reporting. O kunyari naman, collection. Ang pinag-uusapan natin na system is collection system. Paano siya magiging system? Not considered as subsystem. Kasi subsystem ang collection. Ang AR is a subsystem of the accounting system itself. Correct? Maraming systems kasi na pwedeng mag-compose ang isang accounting system. So, kunyari, collection system. Viewed siya as system if it is the focus of attention. If your information, if you want the collection information, dito ka sa collection information system or collection system. So, yun po yung tinatawag nating system. Pwedeng subsystem siya or pwedeng system siya. Depende kung anong information ang need mo or yun yung focus mo. Ito naman, system decomposition versus system interdependency. Decomposition is the process of dividing the system into smaller subsystem parts, such as yung sinasabi natin. Yung accounting system, or kunyari sabi natin, para mas maliit na malawak kasi yung accounting system, talaga naman, ma'am, talagang hahati-hatiin mo yan. Kunyari na lang sales, sales processing. Ayan. From ordering, delivering, and then collecting. Ayan. So, sa system decomposition, pwede mo i-subdivide or i-divide po yung mismong sales system sa magkakaibang sistema depende kung anong klaseng process. Kunyari, receipt of orders. So may ibang sistema 'yon. Paano nire-receive yung order, ano ang binibigay sa client, ano yung mga kailangan fill-upan, ano yung kailangan ilagay doon. Kunyari, meron kang software, ano yung kailangan ilagay sa software, ano yung kailangan pindutin, ano yung mga kailangan na controls. So yun, meron siyang sarili. Pagkuha pa lang ng order. Next. Ngayon, pagbigay naman, magbibigay ka na ngayon ng order sa operation kasi need lang yung i-produce. Kasi kunyari wala pa siya. Kunyari just in time yung pinag-uusapan natin or special ordering system ang pinag-uusapan. So, ngayon ibibigay pa lang sa operation. So, meron na naman yung different process. So, ang tawag doon system decomposition. Yun namang interdependency is yung isang system is not distinct. Is a distinct parts and not self-contained. It is dependent on another system. Kunyari, financial reporting system. Financial reporting system is interdependent saan? Sa iba't ibang system or subsystems ng financial system. Nagigets ba? Or na-figure out ba? Uulitin ko. Ang financial reporting system, ibig sabihin yung gumagawa ng FS, yung nagpo-produce ng FS, is interdependent to different system within accounting information system. Ma'am, bakit? Kasi hindi ka makakapag-produce ng financial statement without the other system. Kapag nagluko yung ledgering, kapag nagluko yung journalizing, hindi po yan makakapagbigay sa iyo ng magandang financial reports. Correct? So, ang tawag doon is system interdependency. What is now an information system? It is the set of informal procedure by which data are collected, processed into information, and distributed to user. So ngayon, paano natin siya i-relate sa accounting system? So mamaya ipapakita ko yan sa diagram. Ano ba yung itsura ng accounting system or information system sa accounting? Okay? Now, let's discuss transaction. Transactions are business event. Transaction can be financial transaction and non-financial transactions. Kailan siya financial transaction? Economic events that affects your assets and equities of the organization. Nagbenta, nagsingil, nag-deliver. It affects the assets and equity of the organization, correct? Non-financial transaction, on the other hand, are other events processed by the organization's information system. Kunyari, sabi din airline reservation, isa pa, nag-hire ng tao. You've hired your employees. Financial transactions? No, ma'am. Kasi wala pa po kaming entry doon. So, anong ibig sabihin? All financial transactions, it requires journalizing, collecting of data that should be, processed in your accounting information system. While non-financial transaction does not mean, it does not mean that non-financial transactions are not included in your accounting information system. Meron pong mga non-financial transaction na kailangan pa rin. Pero ang sinasabi ko, these are other events that is being processed by the organization's information system. So, ito po yung kung paano nagfo-flow or paano nakaka-affect ang transaction sa ating sa ating information system. So, from the transaction, it will give you information and it will be processed in your information system. It will give you information, ito po yon, that will be used by your user in their decision making. Uulitin ko, from the financial transaction and non-financial transaction, it will go to your information system and it will give you information, of course, that will be used by your user for decision making. So, ito naman, yung related dito sa ating subject. Ito po yung, this is the definition of accounting information system. Accounting is an information system, of course, because it identifies, collects, processes, and communicates economic information about a firm using a wide variety of technologies, pwedeng manual or pwedeng with the use of technology. It captures and records the financial effects of the firm's transaction. If the transaction has effect on assets and equity, as we have discussed a while ago, it is called financial transactions. It also distributes transactions information to operations personnel to coordinate many key tasks. Why? From a single information, that is being processed in the accounting information system, it gives information to various users. For example, from the sales sales order, from the sales order or purchase or sales order, from the sales order, it gives information to operation, to sales, to marketing, to accounting of what to record, what to produce, and what to distribute. Okay? So that is how single information is being processed and being used in an accounting information system. Okay? AIS versus MIS, or Management Information System. So AIS processes financial transactions such as sale of goods and non-financial transactions, as I have said a while ago. Now, you also use non-financial transactions sa AIS, such as addition of newly approved vendors. For example, list of new clients or customers. So sa management information system naman, ano yung mga non-financial transaction na pwedeng ma-process? Kunyari daw, tracking customers' complaints, feedback from your employees, employee appraisals. Ano pa ba? Yung pwede rin yung kung paano mo binibigyan ng rate. Oh. Yung ratings na ginagamit sa appraisal ng empleyado, pwede po yun. Yun ay ginagamit sa management information system. Pero hindi accounting information system because it does not affect your assets and equity. Okay? So, ito po yung itsura niya. Tingnan nyo. Your information system is divided into two, your AIS and your MIS. So, we have here, sa AIS, ang mga ginagamit po natin is your GLS or your General Ledger System or Financial Reporting System, your, Transaction Processing System, and Management Reporting System. Meron pong Management Reporting System sa AIS? Siyempre naman. Kunyari po, kasi di ba ang ating financial reporting system is for external users or general user. Yung management reporting system, kunyari budget. Yung pag-budget mo, i-compare mo sa actual production or actual performance. That is in a form of management reporting system. How you give feedback on the performance of your company that you give to your top management. Management reporting system yun. It is under accounting information system. Ano naman po yung MIS or management information system? All other information or non-financial transaction processed by your finance, marketing, production, HRS, distribution, and all other departments of the company. Anong ibig sabihin? Pwede po si accounting merong MIS? Siyempre naman. Hindi ibig sabihin yung department mo is accounting department, lahat ng ginagawa nyo ay accounting information system lang ang naapektuhan. Hindi, because you are still employee of the company that gives management information. That does not affect your financial statement or your financial transaction. Tama? So, it covers non-financial transactions na ginagawa ng finance, marketing, production, HRS, distribution, and all other departments. So, yan po yung pinagkaiba ng AIS at saka MIS. Okay? So, Ais Subsystems. So, we have here, yung sinabi natin kanina. Yan. So, yung transaction processing system, general ledger and financial reporting, and management reporting system. So, ayan. Ito po yung sinasabi kong ano yung itsura ng accounting information system sa isang organization. Ayan. Ito pong from sige. Ito pong external users, external sources of data. External sources of data. They could be yung kanina, yung external inflows or external flows of information. We have investor, the government, the clients, the supplier. So, any one na external sources of data. Any data that they produce, we collect. Also, internally, we produce sources of data. O kunyari, kailangan nating malaman, bumili tayo ng PPE. So, syempre, external sources of data, deliver sa atin. Ngayon, ano ma'am yung internal sources of data? Syempre, ikaw mag-i-evaluate. Ilan yung depreciation method? Ano yung depreciation method? Ano yung depreciation, yung useful life, yung residual value. Internal sources of data yon. Hindi ang magsasabi sa iyo yung supplier mo. Ikaw ang mag-i-evaluate yun. Kasi it uses professional judgment. So, sa loob yun, internal sources of data. And all other data nasa loob lang nakukuha. You collect the data, you process the data, okay, to give information or the information generation. Also, while processing, you try to archive, manage. When we say manage, sometimes it is being archived, deleted, ano pa ba? Pag sa database management, pwedeng i-delete, i-dispose, i-archive, i-save. So, nandito na po yan sa data management. After data processing, what is being needed? Ini-store. Ano yung mga hindi kailangan na di-dispose or na di-delete? So, nandito na yon sa data processing. So, ito pong conversion of data o itong from data collection to information generation, ito po yung tinatawag nating data conversion to information. Okay? That gives information to what? Siyempre, unang-una dyan, internal users and also external users. Ma'am, bakit po external users? Kasi po sila, yung ito pong internal users at saka external users, they are also the sources, kunyari, from sales. Ay from the sales order. Sa sales order, after the information generation, o yan, magbibigay ka na. O ito na po ma'am yung sales tumawag pa lang, sources of data, tumawag pa lang si client. So may sales order. Ngayon magbibigay ka na ng information sa kanya. Ma'am, pwede niyo na pong i-pick up yung sale, yung binili niyo sa ganitong araw, ganitong lugar. So yun ang mga information. Depende kung anong klaseng information yung pwede mong ibigay or needed by your external users. And same as your internal users. Yun yung tinatawag nating feedback. Ito po, ayan, internally feedback and externally feedback. So, basically, this is yung tinatawag nating model ng AIS, yung Accounting Information System. Ma'am, meron din po bang mga ganyan sa MIS? Almost the same sa MIS. Yun nga lang sa MIS, non-financial transaction. Okay? So, ayan po yun, yung mga data sources natin. Iba-iba po yung mga data sources. So, pag external, sale of goods and services, purchase of inventory, receipt of cash, disbursement of cash, including payroll. For internal naman, movement of raw material into work in process, application of labor and overhead to work in process, transfer of work in process into finished goods, and depreciation of equipment. For transforming the data into information, ito nga yun sinasabi ko, conversion of data into information. It covers data collection, data processing, data management, and information generation. Ito po yung nandun sa loob ng box. Ito po yun. Yan. Ang tawag po dyan, transforming data into information. So next na, yan na po yun, yung sa data collection. Ito po yung iba't ibang klaseng data processing. You can classify the data, you transcribe the data, you sort the data, batching, merging, calculating, summarizing, and comparing. Well, for data management, you can store the data after you process what data should be stored, what data should be retrieved, what data should be archived, what data should be deleted or disposed. And last is information generation. In information generation, you can compile. Kunyari, lahat ng mga sales invoice, pagsama-samahin. Arranging. Ma'am, paano? Pinagsama-sama mo. Ngayon, i-arrange mo. Sales invoice number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Formatting. Sa formatting, ano ang gagawin mong report? For-format mo. Paano natin ipe-present? And yung presentation. Sa presentation, it also cover pwedeng sa financial statement reporting. Yan. Yun yung sa information generation. Characteristics of useful information. Actually, these characteristics are also characteristics of financial information na nasa conceptual framework of financial reporting. First is relevance, timeliness, accuracy, completeness, summarization, and all other. So actually, kung ano, yung nandun sa conceptual framework, yun naman talaga ang useful information sa accounting information system. Correct? Kung ano yung nandun sa conceptual framework, parehas din po yun dito. Kasi accounting pa rin naman po, ito hindi pa rin po nagkakaiba. Information systems objectives in business context. So, how is it being related naman sa isang company, sa isang business? The goal of information system is to support the stewardship function of management. Middle management, that answers to top management, isa to sa mga function nila. Kasi ang pera ng isang company ay hindi naman kanila, hindi naman sa management yun. Sa investor yun. Or sa owner of the company. They use information system for decision making and for the firm's day-to-day operation. Sa organizational structure, ano naman po yung dalawang klaseng organizational structure? Sa organizational structure, it is useful in accounting information system. Kasi dito mo makikita yung flow. So, kahit hindi mo pa nakikita yung AIS, organizational structure muna, nakikita mo na agad dyan. Si President, siya nagbibigay ng information kay dalawang Vice President. Papunta sa mga supervisors, sa mga managers, papunta sa supervisors and all line leaders. So, ganun. Nakikita mo na agad sa organizational structure yung flow of information. But there are organizations that is using segmenting. So, dito, ito pala yung may explain ko tong sa segmenting at saka organizational structure. Kasi, meron kasing mga organizational structure na hindi in line kung ano yung klase ng information system na meron sila. Ipapakita ko yun mamaya. These are functional areas naman po na that I should see to your reports. Depending on what kind of transaction you are going to discuss. For example, sales, fixed asset, collection, expenses or disbursement, payroll, production of or manufacturing. So, depende. So, makikita ko dapat to. Number 1, inventory and materials management. So, under yan ang purchasing, receiving, and stores. Production. So, production planning, quality control, and maintenance. Marketing, distribution, personnel, finance, and accounting. So, these are, and of course, the computer services. So, basically, this is the IT department. So, these are the functional areas of a company na parang minsan yan yung nagiging departments ng isang company. Kung gaano man siya kalaki, depende. Okay? Accounting independence. Information reliability requires independence. Ma'am, bakit po? Kasi, ang isang financial report, magiging useful lang po siya sa user if the information na na-create or na-generate sa financial reporting system is independent. Anong ibig sabihin? Kunyari sales, accounting department yun. Si accounting department ang nagbebenta, nagko-kolekta, ay hindi po independent yon. Anong ibig sabihin? Segregation of duties. A functional area should be separated and independent of each other. For the information in the accounting system to be reliable and dependable. Okay? So, yun ang isa sa mga, sabi nga natin isa sa mga characteristics na dapat meron ng isang company. So, makikita din dapat niyan dito sa accounting information system. Ano yung control? Pinakita niyo buong process flow. Nasaan yung control dyan? Saan mo nakita yung segregation of duties? So, ganun po yun. So, ito po yung sinasabi natin when I said a while ago about segmenting. There are some companies who distribute data processing and some companies centralize data processing. Anong ibig sabihin ng distributed data processing and centralized data processing? Centralized, kunyari, sa branch na yon, nagfa-file lang ng loan. File lang ng loan. Sila nag-a-approve, sila nagko-collect, sila nagtitingin. Pero yung nagbabayad nun ay nasa head office. Nagbabayad. Ang nagbibigay ng pera nun ay nasa head office. Meaning, binabatch siya. Binabatching. Centralize ang payment or centralize ang release of loan. Pero yung approval nasa baba. So, ano naman yung distributed data processing? Ito naman, you reorganize the computer services function into small information processing. Ibig sabihin, isang branch, meron siyang sariling system. Another branch, meron siyang sariling system. So, magkakaiba. Okay? So, that is distributed data processing and centralized data processing. So, ito pakita ko lang. So, centralized, ito po yung itsura lang centralized data processing. Okay. So, sa centralized, ang makikita mo, from the computer services lang ha. Kasi ito yung pinag-uusapan natin sa data processing na centralized at saka ano nga ba yun? At saka distributed. Okay? So computer services, makikita mo. Pag centralized, lahat ng processes na yan, from systems development, database administration, data processing, nasa isang computer services department. Pero pag decentralized or yung tinatawag nating distributed processing, each department ay may kanya-kanyang information processing unit. Kunyari, i-relate natin marketing and finance. Kunyari, marketing and finance. Si marketing meron siyang sariling list of customers. Si finance meron siyang sariling list of customers or receivables. Hindi interrelated yung isa't isa. So distributed or hindi interrelated, hindi nasa isang data processing. Ang tawag doon, distributed processing system. Ngayon, ipakita natin yung disadvantages ng distributed or advantages and disadvantages ng distributed data processing. Advantages niya, cost reduction in hardware and data entry tasks. Kasi decentralized nga. Improve cost control responsibility. Bakit? Kasi kung sino yung gumagawa or nasa mismong unit, sila alam nila kung magkano ang kailangan. Mas maliit yung investment kasi distributed yung cost. Yung mismong gumagawa ng process, sila na ang nagge-generate at nagpa-process. Improve user satisfaction since control is closer to the user level. Of course, they are the one who process, they are the one who produce the reports. Backup of data can be improved through the use of multiple data storage sites. Kasi kung sa centralized nga naman, magkaroon ng problema sa sistema, magkaroon ng problema sa computer services, buong company is naka-down. O yan ang nangyayari yan sa mga bangko. Pag naka-down yung isang lahat na down. Tama? Ano naman yung mga disadvantages niya? Loss of control. Bakit kanya-kanya? Siyempre, dinicentralize mo, dinistribute mo Kanya-kanya kayo So instead na isang list of customer tayo, isang source ng list of customer, may kanya-kanya. So pwedeng magkakaiba pa ng tagging, magkakaiba pa ng how you archive or you manage, 'di ba? Next, mismanagement of company resources. Of course, kasi you have distributed eh. And then hardware and software compatibility. Ma'am, bakit po? Eh kasi may kanya-kanya rin kayong procurement. So magkaiba yung nabili na software dun sa hardware. Instead na iisa yung computer services department lang ang gumagawa noon. And then redundant tasks and data. Bakit redundant? Kasi meron ka ng nasa head office, lahat pa kayo sa mga branches is gumagawa, redundant na. Consolidating tasks usually segregated. Eh kasi nga, hindi consolidated yung gawa or hindi centralized yung gawa. Kaya meron pang isang another process to consolidate the reports, to consolidate the information. So, segregated task ang nangyayari. And difficulty attracting qualified personnel. Kasi napakahirap pong mag-hire ng IT, lalo na ngayon. Very in demand sila. And all companies are requiring IT personnel. So, ikaw, personnel. So, ikaw, hirap na hirap ka. Lahat ng branches mo, lalagyan mo ng ganon. And lack of standards kasi nga decentralized. So, yun po yung para sa distributed data processing. So, let's move to manual processing model. So, ito po, dinidiscuss natin because it helps link AIS courses to other accounting courses. Kasi dito, you easily understand business processes when it is not shrouded by technology. Shrouded in technology, I mean. Ma'am, bakit? Kasi nakikita mo eh, paano siya in-entry yan? Paano napunta sa general ledger? Paano paano ginagawa yung adjustment? Paano napupunta sa FS? Paano napupunta sa adjusted trial balance? Sa unadjusted trial balance? Manual. Pero po sa isang process with technology, kalalagay mo pa lang ng sales invoice plus delivery receipt. Kunyari, kalalagay mo lang ng delivery receipt, meron na agad yung effect sa inventory account mo. Ma'am, bakit? Nabawas na agad yun sa inventory account mo. Nandun na agad sa trial balance mo. Bawas na agad yun sa trial balance mo. Na-deliver mo na eh. So, ganun siya. Pero sa manual process, kasi mas na-appreciate mo, mas nakikita mong tingnan or naintindihan yung business process. So, dito na tayo sa evolution of IS model or information model. So, una is the flat file model. So, sa flat file, tingnan mo, si accounting or sabihin natin finance, si accounting and finance at saka si marketing, magkaiba yung user, tama? Tama, magkaibang user. So, itong application, kunyari si accounting, ang application or yung system na tinitingnan niya is the accounts receivable system or billing system. While si marketing, tinitingnan niya naman yung product promotion system. Tingnan mo. Si accounting, meron siya sariling flat file ng sales invoices, cash receipts. Si marketing, meron din siyang sariling sales invoices na file. Meron din siyang sariling file ng customer data. And also, ganun din si accounting. Ito po yung tinatawag nating flat file model. So, ito yung unang IS model. So, dinidistribute, napakaraming copies. Pag nagkaroon ng bagong customer, 4 na copies agad. Isa kay accounting, isa kay marketing, isa kay distribution, di ba? So, parang ganun. Isa pa sa archiving. So, yan yung nangyayari. Yung isang model is, ito yung isang problema dito sa ganitong system or sa model. Yung data storage. Excessive storage. Because, bakit? Kanya-kanya kayo ng file, Parehas lang naman yung laman, pero kanya-kanya pa kayo ng file. Number 2, data updating. Changes or addition must be performed multiple times kasi pag nagkaroon ng additional customer na naman sa isang department. Pangatlo, currency of information. Potential problem of failing to update all affected files. Kasi nga, yung problem number 2, napakahirap pong mag-update ng lahat ng file ng iba't ibang departments. Correct? Task data dependency. Users' inability to obtain additional information as needs change. And data integration. Separate files are difficult to integrate across multiple users. Kasi nga kanya-kanya, magkakaiba. Pwedeng hindi na-update, hindi updated yung information or yung file. So magkakaroon na yung data integration ang hirap kasi magkakaiba yung user. Instead na iisa yung pagbibigyan mo, ang gagawin mo, ang dami mong bibigyan. So, ang hirap ng data integration. Ito yung naging sunod na model, yung database model. Tingnan nyo. So, ang user natin, si accounting, marketing, and product services. So, tatlo yung user. So, ang tinitingnan ni accounting, syempre, customer sales or yung accounts receivable system. Si marketing, yung customer sales pa rin, pero ang tinitingnan niya, historic or demographic orientation para malaman niya ano yung mga magiging market natin. And then si product services naman is yung historic or product orientation. Etong mga users na to, iba't iba man yung information na needed niya, pagtingin niya sa isang database o yung tinatawag nating database management system, iisa. Iisa yung system or yung integration of software. Iisa yung system na tinitingnan. Iisa lang po yung database. Ando na po yung customer's data, sales invoice, cash receipt, product service schedule, and other entity data. It is being shared by different user. Iisang data na ini-store, iisang i-update, isa ang gagawin nasa shared database using database management system. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya, database model. Next natin dyan is the REA data model. Itong REA, okay, o yung tinatawag nating resources. Ano nga yung E? Events, resources, events, and agents model. Ito po ay i-discuss ng isa sa inyo. Anong chapter po yun? Chapter 11? Tama po ba? Chapter 11 or chapter 10? Ayan. Parang ganon. Isang chapter po ito i-discuss. So sa resources, makikita mo ano ba yung mga resources ng company. We have the inventory, yung cash. Ano yung mga events na affecting the resources? Katulad ng inventory. Sales. Yung sales natin, yung na-collect mo from sales, it will pay for from your collection, it will pay for your, for your expenses. Pero, syempre, from inventory papuntang sales, you collect, it will be used or by different agents, yung tinatawag natin dito na agents or users. So we have here the salesperson, customer, and cashier. So ito may explain po ito lang further sa sa isang chapter po dito sa subject natin. So ito po yung REA data model example. Ito yung kinagandahan niya. Accounting framework siya for modeling our organization. Economic resources, economic events, economic agents, and interrelationship among the REA. Ma'am, bakit? Ma'am, bakit modeling? Kasi nabibigyan na ng interrelationship, saan nanggagaling, sinong gumagawa, ano yung reports na nangyayari, ano yung transaction or events para magkaroon ng ganong resource. Sinong gumagawa nun? So, merong interrelationship. Yun po yung REA model. Accounting framework po siya. Okay? So, yun, na sinasabi ko nga, ang ginagamit dito na diagram is the interrelationship diagram. Ito po yun, katulad nito. Yan, interrelationship siya. Anong mga relationship ng bawat isang yan? Okay? Si sales, anong relationship niya kay customer? Anong relationship niya kay salesperson? Anong relationship ng inventory sa sales? So, nandiyan po yan. Sa REIA model. So, yun po yung tatlong model ha. Una, the flat file, database model, and REIA model. So, last topic naman dito, last topic na ba? Last two topics is accountants as information system users. So, as accountant information user must clearly convey their needs to system professional who designs the system. Ito, tandaan to ha. Kahit po may IT na gumagawa ng system, si accountant, may vital role po siya doon sa ginagawang system. Kasi si IT, hindi niya naman naiintindihan anong nangyayari doon sa business. Hindi niya alam ano yung need na information. Ano yung mga sources of information. External at saka internal. Saan nanggagaling yung sales invoice, paano siya pinaprocess. Bago ka gumawa ng isang system, dapat malaman mo yun. So, sinong magsasabi doon? Si accountant. So, paano? Si accountant is kasama sa team na nagdi-design, nagdi-develop ng information system. Kaya pwede ito maging isang career. Marunong ka sa accounting. Alam mo yung business. Pwede ka rin maging IT. Ikaw mismo mag-develop ng information system. Correct? That's why accountants should actively participate in systems development to ensure appropriate system design. Kasi tandaan nyo, pag hindi tama yung naipoproduce na information or report, kanino nag-feedback? Kay accountant. Paano? Makikita ni auditor, ni external auditor. Iko-qualify namin yung aming opinion ha, kasi hindi fairly stated yung financial statement mo. Ay bakit? Kasi hindi mo na-classify ng ayos. Bakit? Kasi system generated yung report na yan. Yung system mo may problema. Kaya si accountant should be a part of the team who's design and develop accounting system or accounting information system. So accountants a system designer. Accounting function is responsible for the conceptual system. So ikaw yung magka-conceptualize, ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari dun sa mismong system or sa mismong software. Ikaw magko-conceptualize, si accountant yun. Kasi hindi pwedeng si IT magbibida-bida. Kasi hindi niya naman yun alam. Pero, yung gumagawa, okay? Yung gumagawa ng system, syempre, nung mismong system, si IT na yon. The conceptual, while si accountant determines the nature of information required, the sources, its destination, and accounting rules that must be applied. So, ito yung mga pwede nyo maging trabaho. System designer, okay? And auditors. Paano? Pwedeng external auditor who attest. Ito yung isa sa mga engagement, attestation. Pwede ring assurance. Okay? And then, pwede ring IT auditors. Pag IT auditors, kasama to sa external auditor. Bakit external auditor? Kasi independent po kayo sa company. Masasabihin nyo po kung tama yung system or may mga controls na nailagay dyan. And pwede ring internal auditors kayo. An in-house IS or IT appraisal services. So, that's the work of accountant related to accounting information system. Pwede kang ikaw yung mismong accountant, consultant ka lang, pwede rin ikaw yung developer, pwede rin ikaw yung system auditor. So, that ends our discussion for this evening. That is chapter 1 of accounting information system. Okay. So, do you have any questions? Meron po bang tanong? May question?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Naintindihan po ba yung introduction to accounting information system? May mga nakuha po ba kayo na sa tingin nyo? I hope you get something na pwedeng ma-relate nyo sa magiging report nyo sa mga susunod na araw. Okay, for tomorrow, since I should be discussing two topics for this evening, tomorrow I'll be discussing 2 topics na lang. And then the other one will be the reporter. Tama po ba? Group number 1 lang bukas or group 1 and 2? Aisha?
Hindi pa po ba sa Monday yun?
Monday po ba? Okay. So tomorrow, tama. O Monday. Tapos 1 and 2 ako, 2 and 3 na lang ako bukas. Okay, 2 and 3 na lang ako bukas and then Monday yung group 4. Group 1 for chapter 4. Okay? If you have no other questions, let me just stop the recording.